Hello, it's ConJon, and today we are going to be definitively deciding what is the best candy. My diabetes is talking this video to help us try to figure this out, um, and I just thought this would be something fun to try to generate some conversation and share some of my opinions. Um, no like foreign candies in here really, unless there's like some that I'm aware of that are not American that are popular here. So I am in America, and so these are all gonna be mainly American staples for the most part. Um, Also, I don't really have much criteria. Things that are important to me are just, does it taste good? Do I really like it? It's gonna kind of change item by item. I don't have any like set things. Nostalgia is important to me. Some other things, but let's get in here. We'll see. I've got regions here, kind of like like a bracket. I have 64 different things in here. This first region is our chocolate candies. And let me try to get this so you can see all of them. That's better. Let's go through these. I've got number 1, Reese's, number 16, Almond Joy, 8 and 9, Tootsie Rolls and Heath, M&M's, Whoppers, Snickers, whatchamacallit, Hershey's, Milky Way, Twix, Three Musketeers, Butterfinger, 100 Grand, Kit Kat, and Crunch. There's your chocolate. Next is gum and mint candies. Just real quick, gonna go through these. I've got number 1, Juicy Fruit, and number 16 is Icebreaker's Wintergreen. Next is Double Mint and Orbit Sweet Mint, Big Red, Extra Spearmint, Tic Tac Orange, Bazooka. I've got the Lifesavers, the White Mints, the Altoids Peppermint, Altoids Cinnamon, Big League Chew, Mentos Mint, Hubba Bubba, the Tape, Double Bubble, and Tic Tac, the white Tic Tac, the peppermint, or fresh mint, whatever they call it. Next is the fruit candies, Skittles, Now and Later, Nerds, Airheads, Jolly Ranchers, Warheads, Mike and Ike, Swedish Fish, the Trolley Sour Gummy Worms, Spree, Sour Patch Kids, Gushers, Laffy Taffy, Mentos, Starburst, and Twizzlers. And then lastly is just miscellaneous. This is kind of all over the place. I've got Werther's Original, Pixie Sticks, Brock's, the caramel square things, Tootsie Pops, or it could be Blow Pops. I like Tootsie Pops better, though. I've got the Mackinac Island Fudge, Smarties, the caramel creams, the little like bullseye things, Carmelo, Milk Duds, Payday, Saltwater Taffy, Pop Rocks, Fun Dip, the candy corn, the original candy corn, Sugar Babies, and Dum Dums. So that's the full list, just to kind of give you an idea of what's on here. I'm just going to go region by region and go through these kind of round by round and see what happens. No notes. First on up here, Reese's versus Almond Joy. It's not close. It's Reese's. Like Almond Joy is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. Reese's is OP though. Sorry. Tootsie Rolls versus Heath. Man, I really like Tootsie Rolls a lot, actually. Heath is really. I like toffee, a ton. I think it has to be Heath. That one spelled health. Nothing healthy about this video. M&M's versus Whoppers. So, okay, here's one where we've got a bunch of different kinds of M&M's, right? You've got the original just chocolate, but there's different things you can have in the M&M's. My favorite M&M's are actually the one with the cookie in it, which is very similar to Whoppers. But I think I can down some Whoppers. I love Whoppers, but I could do the M&M's more. Plus, you get variety with the M&M's. There's caramel, there's peanut butter. It's M&M's. Next is Snickers versus whatchamacallit. Now, okay, I know Snickers is like one of the big ones, right? It's a big deal candy bar. I love whatchamacallit with my whole heart. It's probably my favorite candy bar. It's number 13 because I know I'm probably the only one who it's my favorite candy bar. It's basically a stretched out Twix, essentially. It's like flatter, but oh, it's so good. So I know Snickers. It's got all the other things in it. It's got to be whatchamacallit. I'm gonna just abbreviate here so I can fit everything in. Hershey's versus Milky Way is next. Now, okay, so I love caramel is part of the problem here. So Milky Way is really good. I love Milky Way. And I know and Hershey's is just like it's just chocolate, right? But Hershey's like contribution to the s'mores game is big. And even though normally if given the two, I would never just buy a Hershey's, but like to buy it for the purpose of like having chocolate. I know like people who love European chocolate hate Hershey's in this context. I'm so sorry, I have to go with it. Twix versus Three Musketeers, easy. It's Twix. It's not close, particularly. My grandpa's favorite candy bar is Three Musketeers, but not mine. Twix all the way. Butterfinger versus 100 Grand is also pretty easy. I do like Butterfinger, but 100 Grand used to be one of my favorites, actually. With the caramel, it's basically a crunch bar with caramel in it. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of Crunch versus Kit Kat, another easy one. It's not close. It's Kit Kat. Kit Kat's like a go-to staple of like things that I will get fairly regularly when I do buy candy. So there's your chocolate candies, first round. I am going to go to the next region before I move on. So we'll sit with those for now and move on to the gum and mints section here, the region. So first up is Juicy Fruit versus Icebreakers Wintergreen Mints. It's Juicy Fruit. I'm sorry. I mean, I like Icebreakers, but it's just mints. I'm not worried about it. Double Mint versus Orbit Sweet Mint. We got all the Wrigley's on here. Sweet Mint is my favorite flavor of like a minty gum. So I have to go Sweet Mint here. Double Mint's more iconic, but Sweet Mint is it for me. Big Red versus Extra Spearmint. Now, I picked Spearmint specifically as like, aside from the Sweet Mint, maybe my favorite minty, like normal flavor. I did like a research thing, okay? Like maybe like when I was in college or maybe a little after college, where I just tried out a bunch of different kinds of gum. It wasn't like super scientific or anything. I just like over time tried out a bunch of gums and figured out which one lasts the longest. It is not any of the Wrigley's for sure, so not Big Red. Extra gum lasts so long compared to everything else. It's not even funny. And so I think it's got to be extra for me just for that reason. Maybe let's not. We'll abbreviate Spearmint a little bit differently there. Okay. There we go. That's better. Less awkward. Cool. Moving on. We've got Tic Tac Orange versus Bazooka Bubblegum. Bazooka is iconic. It's old school. It's got the like comics on it, which are pretty cool. But man, I could eat a whole thing of Tic Tac Orange in one go. Like, come on now. It's the best Tic Tac. It's the best Tic Tac. What are you gonna do? It's basically a fruit candy. This is like Lifesavers Wintergreen versus Altoids Peppermint. These are both the like white kinds. Altoids is super nostalgic for me. Very like my dad carried Altoids everywhere he went, in his car, in his office, at home, everywhere. But the peppermint is not as nostalgic to me as the cinnamon is, which is down here, the next one. So I think I'm gonna go Lifesavers. The Lifesavers are really cool if you like chew them with your mouth open in the dark. it'll like spark and stuff green. So that's really cool. That's kind of a cool thing we did as kids. And so that's a lot of fun, and it's just I think we'll move the Altoids on the next one probably here. We do have Altoids Cinnamon versus Big League Chew. I do like Big League Chew. It's a fun like it's almost like a candy cigarette. Like here's like chewing tobacco in gum form, but yeah. Altoid Cinnamon is just it's the nostalgia, and they're very good. I could pop a bunch of them as well. Moving on, Mentos Mints versus Hubba Bubba Tape. Not close. It's the tape. I'm sorry. That could win the whole thing. Who knows? Next, Double Bubble versus Tic Tac Freshman. That's the white. It's Double Bubble. Double Bubble it's such a good bubble gum, like for blowing bubbles. That next one with Hubba Bubba Tape is gonna be crazy. We will get there. Next, we have the fruit candies, Skittles versus Now and Later. Not close. It's Skittles. I'm sorry. Nerds versus Airheads. Now, here's a matchup. Jeez. Okay, so both of them are like iconic in my mind. They're both like staples of childhood. You've got like Nerds, you've got the like Wonka factor with like the movies and the books and all of that going on. Airheads, I feel like everyone like did everyone do the thing where you like rocked it back and forth to like whittle it down so it became this like bite-sized thing, like the long ones you want it to be a bite, and then they made Airhead bites and also Airheads Extremes, but like but there's like Nerd Ropes exist also. This is the first one I really don't want to pick one, but I think I have to go Airheads here. The thing I did with them where I made them small is just so fun. Next one, Jolly Ranchers versus Warheads. It's like the battle of the hard candy, but I think we go the sour of the two. It's just cooler. Mike and Ike's and Sweetest Fish is not a contest. It's Mike and Ike's. It's all the way. I love Mike and Ike so much. All right, Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers. That's the sour gummy worms versus Spree. Now, I do love Spree a lot, actually. One thing I don't have on here that Spree reminds me of, kind of, is like a soft version of Runts that you would like. Did they ever sell those not in like an old like candy like quarter machine? I do like it, but I think I have to go with gummy worms. I love the gummy worms so much. They're so good. They could win the whole thing. Who knows? Oh, Sour Patch Kids versus Gushers. Gushers is like on the same level as like Warheads or Nerds for me. They're like the cool candy to eat. I don't know. In my mind, that's what they are. They're Gushers have the like pizzazz factor, but Sour Patch Kids always hit. They always hit. So I think we got to go Sour Patch Kids there. Laffy Taffy versus Mentos. Yikes. These ones are a little harder with the fruit ones. I mean, Laffy Taffy's are really, really cool with the jokes in there. Lots of dad jokes going on in the Laffy Taffy wrappers for sure. Mentos always hit as well. I feel like if I buy Mentos as like an impulse buy at the store, it's good, but I don't like the packaging of Mentos either. So the jokes for Laffy Taffy and the packaging put it over the top. Starburst versus Twizzlers at Starburst, not Starbucks. It's not close. Licorice is okay. It's not. It's whatever. All right, miscellaneous. We got lots of crazy things in here. This is where a lot of the caramels are, which I love. Caramel Werther's versus Pixie Sticks is a weird matchup. Pixie Sticks have the nostalgia factor going on for sure, but Werther's do too. It's an easy Werther's victory, which is weird saying over something as iconic as Pixie Sticks, but the caramel does it for me. All right, we've got the caramels. This is like the squares that is just caramel versus Tootsie Pops. So I could go blow pops here as well, but I like Tootsie Pops more. If that becomes a factor later, maybe I'll deal with that. But I do like the little caramels, but I think Tootsie Pops are my favorite kind of sucker. Period. And then the caramels just make me want homemade caramel, just actually regular caramel. Um, so I think I have to go Tootsie Pops here. Just the soft center is so good, especially the brown one that's all chocolate, double chocolate. Love it. All right, we've got fudge on here, which I know is not really candy, but I love it, so I don't care. Mackinac Island fudge specifically is like, so if you don't know what Mackinac Island is, it's an island in Lake Huron up by Mackinac City and Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. It's kind of an old school place. There's no cars allowed on the island. It's just like horse and buggy and bikes and people walking around and stuff. They make, I would say, objectively the best fudge. It is real good, and not just as a Michigander. It's real good. Smarties are like, they're iconic. They're not fudge. Sorry. No contest in my mind. All right. Caramel creams versus caramello. So the caramel creams, these are like the bullseyes, like the little like round ones version of cowtails. You see cowtails everywhere now. I like the caramel creams better. They're probably one of my favorite things on this list. Period. It doesn't really fit. I like Carmelo, but that's a basketball player. Whatever. Milk Duds versus Payday. It's Milk Duds all day. I will destroy Milk Duds. Milk Duds are like my movie theater food, basically. Saltwater Taffy versus Pop Rocks. I mean, I like Pop Rocks. They're in that same cool factor with like Gushers and Nerds and stuff and Warheads. And Fun Dip, which I can see down here. But I love taffy in the same way that I love fudge. Like every time I see taffy, I want to buy taffy. Every time I see Pop Rocks, I'm like, oh, they're Pop Rocks. Like, I don't think it's doing it for me. I don't know. We'll go taffy. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it. I don't care. Fun Dip versus candy corn. My God. Can we all agree that the pumpkin only candy corn is the best candy corn, at least? Objectively, that's a thing. I do. I feel like there's people who either love it or hate it. I love Fun Dip so much. It's so nostalgic. It's so nostalgic. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Sugar Babies versus Dum Dums. I have Sugar Babies rated so high because they're one of my favorites. Again, I love caramel, and they kind of remind me of that. I mean, that's kind of what caramel is. It's just warmed up sugar. So, it's like the middle stage of before it became caramel. They just made it into these things. Dum Dums are really good suckers. I can take down some Dum Dums for sure, especially the cotton candy kind, the root beer kind, blue raspberry, the cream soda kind. Like there's the butterscotch. Like there's good kinds, and Sugar Babies is one thing, but it's a really good one thing. It's so good. So Dum Dums are like a staple, but Sugar Babies are better. All right, that's the first round. We finished. We're gonna go back to chocolate now, and we're gonna deal with this situation to get to the second round. Or the Sweet 16, I guess, is what this next one would be. Reese's versus Heath. Okay, I know that Reese's is like one of the like OG, like this is the number one seed. It's ranked there for a reason. Everybody loves Reese's. I love Reese's. But I feel like if I'm in a store and I have the choice between buying a Reese's and buying a Heath bar, probably buying a Heath bar. I'm probably buying a Heath bar. I love toffee so much. It's like hard caramel. Sorry, I like it better than peanut butter. Sorry. M&M's versus whatchamacallit. I mean, M&M's are iconic as well. I feel like this is the same thing but different. It's my preference. I will prefer a whatchamacallit over just about anything. Like, it might win the whole bracket. It might win the whole bracket, guys. It's gonna take down M&M's. I'm sorry, can't do it. Hershey's versus Twix. It's Twix. It's just Twix immediately. No shot there. Like, Hershey's, you won one. Good job. 100 Grand versus Kit Kat, though. I feel like this is the old versus the new for me. I used to really like 100 Grand a lot. It's kind of fallen off. You don't see it everywhere either. Like, it's very good. But if I see a Kit Kat, I'm going to want to buy a Kit Kat. Almost always. So, we're going Kit Kat. Down to the next one, Juicy Fruit Sweet Mint. These are like kind of the same thing in a way. Like, they're flavorful and they don't last long at all. I like the sweet mint flavor better. I just do. It's so unique among the gums flavors. Taking it down. Extra Spearmint versus Tic Tac Orange. I mean, okay, so like I said earlier, the Extra is the longest lasting gum that I could find. It's really good, and I like the Spearmint kind. It's not as good as that Sweet Mint above, but it's close. But Tic Tacs are like, I mean, I'm going to get to a point here where I'm going to have to figure out what's going to lose to Tic Tac. What Tic Tac Orange is going to lose to, because I don't know the answer to that question. It's moving on for now. We got Lifesavers. We got Altoids Cinnamon. I mean, the nostalgia is through the roof on both of these, really, but I think the Altoids Cinnamon does it even more for me. It's got the iconic tin. Come on. No shot. Hubba Bubba Tape versus Double Bubble. So, I think this is going to be Double Bubble, and here's why. You'll notice it's ranked at 2, which is partly because it's like really good bubble gum for like blowing bubbles and stuff. It's kind of OP in that way, but the nostalgia hits hard for me. So I grew up going to church a lot. I am a pastor's kid, and so we were there all the time. And they had a library at the church, and so after every service, you could go to the library and go up to the librarian and say, "May I please have a piece of gum?" And they'd say, "Yes, you may." And you could get this old tin out, and you pull the lid off, and they're full of the yellow and blue original Double Bubble gums. You might get 2 if you're lucky, if there's not a lot of people in there. That my whole childhood was just getting pieces of Double Bubble. So I think it's going to move on. It hits really hard for me. If that faces the orange Tic Tacs, I don't know what I'm going to do. Fruity snacks, fruity candy, Skittles versus Airheads. This is where Airheads goes down. Skittles is too powerful. Warheads versus Mike and Ike's. Yeah, it's Mike and Ike's immediately as well. That's going to be tougher next round, but those 2 are easy for me this round. This feels like a heavyweight battle. Sour Patch Kids versus Sour Gummy Worms. Okay, so hear me out. I think Sour Patch Kids are harder to eat, a lot of, because they're like hard and they kind of hurt my mouth. Gummy worms are gummy. I can eat more of the gummy worms. We're going Trolley for sure. Laffy Taffy versus Starburst. I mean, I like the jokes. The Starburst rappers are kind of like nostalgic in their own weird way, but like I kind of enjoy it. Taffy is really good. Starburst is like its own category almost. It's just like this is fruit. So we're going for it. Starburst. We're gonna rock chalk. That's fine. Oh, Werther's versus Tootsie Pops. Um. So I've been saying how much I love caramel. I just like okay, this like I would. That's how I want to die. I want to drown in a vat of caramel. Like that's how I want to go. So it's gonna be hard to beat caramel for me. But Tootsie Pops are like you got the commercials with the like owl going on. They are my favorite kind of sucker, and I love suckers. Like if I see like here's a thing of candy and it's got a big mix, and I find a brown Tootsie Pop in there, it's going down. But if I find a Werther's in there, especially the ones that have the caramel in the center, which I know is like not the original, but it's so good. And they have some other kinds as well. They've got like a coffee kind. I just can't do it. I can't go against my true love here with the caramel. Speaking of true loves, fudge versus caramel creams. Are you kidding me? So I just got done with picking caramel over chocolate, right? But like fudge though, like is fudge a candy? Who knows? Probably it's a confection thing. It's not quite candy, but it's real good though. It's real good though. I think I have to go fudge. See, I keep thinking through all these, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna beat some of these. Milk Duds is another one. It beats saltwater taffy for me. It just does. Fun Dip versus Sugar Babies. It's Fun Dip. I Sugar Babies is good. It's really good. I love it. Fun Dip is really good and nostalgic. So it is what it is. All right, we're in the Sweet 16. Heath versus whatchamacallit. Back up to chocolate candies. Okay, so you know how I said like if I'm at this store and I'm like looking at the Reese's or the Heath, I'm gonna pick Heath a lot of the time. This is more 50-50. 50-50 shot if I go for the toffee or for the like caramel covered, chocolate covered cookie. I don't know. I don't know. I I think it has to be whatchamacallit. I think it has to be. But but Heath is like they're both very underrated. So it is what it is. I think one of them has to lose right now, and so Heath is moving or whatchamacallit's moving on. Twix versus Kit Kat is hard too. Whatchamacallit, like I said, is basically a small Twix. It doesn't have as much caramel. It has a little more cookie. Kit Kat has those wafers though. Kit Kat hits always. I feel like Twix almost always hits. But there's some times that I'm like, all right, this is too much. But Kit Kat, like if I could get a king size Kit Kat every time, I would get it every time. Because it is like if I had a full bowl of Kit Kats, like just like individual ones where it's like two things, I might eat the whole thing. It's a wonder why I have diabetes. It's crazy. All right, Sweet Mint versus Tic Tac Orange. I really like sweet mint a lot. That it's such a unique flavor. But here's the thing: Tic Tacs are mints. Sweet mint is a gum. Tic Tacs are mints. But they created this crazy abomination that's like, it's not even like orange flavored, really. I mean, it kind of is, but not like other things are orange flavored, like the fruit. It's like the color orange flavored. That's what this flavor is. It is the color orange. And it's so good. It's it's supposed to be a mint that makes your breath smell better, but it's basically a candy. It's like when like a cough drop just hits and you're like, "Whoa, is this a cough drop or am I just eating this the rest of the day now?" That's how I feel every time I have a Tic Tac. Um, and see, I don't even call it an orange Tic Tac. It's just a Tic Tac. That's what I think of when I think of Tic Tacs, is the orange one. It's iconic. I can't help it. I'm sorry, Sweet Mint. I love you, but not that much. Cinnamon Altoids versus Double Bubble. This is like my childhood, basically. I like gum more than I like mints, I guess. I guess that's how I have to go. Um, yeah. These are getting hard, guys. I'm not a fan. Who came up with this idea for this stupid video? Okay. Skittles versus Mike and Ike. I think it's time. I think it's time that a number one seed goes down, guys. I know we took out Reese's earlier. There's another one, Mike and Ike taking over. Trolley and Starburst. I don't know that that's much of a question for me either. Taking down the big dogs in the fruit section. All right. Werther's versus Fudge. This might be the hardest one I've had so far. I don't know what to do. Werther's is like very nostalgic and very iconic. It's got like brand recognition, right? Fudge is just like, it is fudge. Like, I picked Mackinac Island fudge, so you can do that as far as brand recognition, but even then there's different stores and shops and stuff. It's not just like, this is Mackinac Island fudge. So that, I think, gives a leg up to Werther's in some ways, but in other ways it's like fudge is just fudge, right? It's just, and there's different kinds, there's a variety. Like, I know there's different kinds of Werther's, like I said, which are very good. I like the caramel center ones even better than the regular ones. They have the chewy ones even. But fudge is fudge, man. Can't do it. I'm sorry, Werther's. I love you. Okay. Milk Duds versus Fun Dip. That's Fun Dip. I just got rid of both the caramel things, which is crazy, but I feel like that was worth it. Maybe it's just I like the F things. Whatchamacallit versus Kit Kat. I think it's Whatchamacallit. It's my favorite. I'm sorry. I like Kit Kat a lot. Tic Tac Orange versus Double Bubble. I think it goes down to the nostalgia. I've talked up Tic Tac Orange a lot, but the nostalgia is so heavy for me that I can't do it. Mike and Ike's versus Trolley. I think I go the sour here. I know Mike and Ike's has sour, but they don't do it very well. I've had it recently. It's not very good, actually. And then Fudge versus Fun Dip. Oh, boy. Fun Dip is like, okay, Fun Dip is what you get at the ball field at the concession stand, right? It's the, and I I just had like in my mind, like I could taste just the sticks. Just by like there's a distinct taste different from the sugar that the sticks are, right? Oh, they're so good. They're so good by themselves. You don't even need the sugar, but like you want the sugar. So like, it changes colors in your mouth and all this stuff. But if they sold a pound of fudge at the concession stand at a baseball field, I'd be buying some fudge. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you? Like every time I see fudge, I want it. Every time. And every time I see Fun Dip, I'm like, I kind of want it also. But every time I see Fun Dip, I feel like it's like, ooh, they have Fun Dip. That's cool, but maybe not necessarily want it always. But man, it feels good to be like to cut off a corner in the car when you just bought a thing of fudge. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to be taking a bar of fudge home, a pound. You got that hunk of fudge with you, multiple pounds if you're lucky. Get you some peanut butter fudge. Get you some Rocky Road fudge. Get you some cookies and cream fudge. Are you kidding me? It's fudge. All right. We have our final four. You've got whatchamacallit on the one side versus Double Bubble. I love whatchamacallit. It's my favorite candy bar. But it hasn't been my favorite forever. And I think Double Bubble is just iconic to my life in general. And I can't overcome that thought. I can't overcome that thought. Chole versus fudge, I think it's the same. I think it's just the nostalgia's hitting me, guys. The nostalgia's hitting me. Double Bubble versus fudge for the championship. I I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think I've said everything that I need to say about both of them. Um, it hits hard for one. The fudge, the Mackinac Island fudge has the like Michigan pulling on me, but the Double Bubble is specific to me. It's specific to who I am, and therefore is the winner of the candy tournament. The Double Bubble gum takes it for me, and that's it. So that was a lot of fun. I want to hear from you in the comments where you disagree with me, where I ruffled your feathers about where I messed up in this. I'm sure there's a lot to say on that note. If you like this video, like it, tell YouTube you like it. If not, subscribe for the next one. You see a preview right now on your screen of what the next one's going to be about. It's not going to be about candy or about anything else I've done before. And so subscribe and wait for that notification. You might enjoy that next one. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I'm getting some views now and really appreciate my subscribers and everyone who's tuning in. We will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.